Okay, so Ephesians chapter 1, verse 17. Paul was praying that the God of our Lord Jesus Christ, this is verse 17, he was praying that the God of our Lord Jesus Christ may give you the spirit of wisdom and revelation and the knowledge of him. He said that the eyes of your understanding. Now, if you look that word understanding up in the Greek, it doesn't just mean your understanding. It means your heart. That the eyes of your heart will be open. Do you remember that there was a time where Jesus actually said, he said, you have eyes, but you can't see. You have ears, but you can't hear. There's eyes in the inward man. There's ears in the inward man. Paul, right here for the church at Ephesus that had faith and they had love. But he was saying, Lord, give them revelation. Open up their eyes so that they can see something. And what was he praying? I mean, if he was praying for us, this is what he was praying. 2,000 years basically before we're here, he's praying this for us. He's praying this. Number one, he says, I'm praying that the eyes of your understanding may be enlightened, that you may know of his what is the hope of his calling. Now that word hope, wherever you see the word hope, look at this. He's talking about God's hope of your calling. He's wanting us to catch a glimpse of what God's expectation was when he called us from the beginning. It was, if you remember Jeremiah, we had looked at that verse earlier, but Jeremiah, God told him that from the womb I called you. I called you from the womb. Every one of us have a calling. Every one of us, every person on the planet has a calling. And not only that, but that word hope, Bible hope, whenever you see the word hope, it's awesome. If you look up the word hope in Vine's Expository Dictionary of New Testament Words, it describes hope as being joyful, confident expectation. That's what hope is. Bible hope is joyful. It's not a wish. It's not like, oh, I hope that's going to happen. No. Bible hope is joyful, confident expectation. Joyful, confident expectation. It's like you were expecting something. I mean, you were expecting this thing to happen. This thing is going to happen. Whatever this is, man, I'm expecting it. There's no place that demonstrates that better than when you look at kids at Christmas time. I mean, those kids, I'll never forget when Anita and I were walking around on Christmas Eve around our neighborhood, and I saw these 3 kids out in the yard running around playing with one another. They didn't even notice. They were oblivious to us walking by their front yard, and they were so excited. They were giggling. They were laughing. I couldn't even make out what they were saying, but they were excited, and I knew they were excited because of Christmas. They had in their hearts expectation. There was a joyful, and that's why kids can't go to sleep. Like on Christmas Eve, if they open their presents on Christmas morning. That's why they have a hard time going to sleep, because they are joyfully, confidently expecting. They're like, I mean, there is excitement because they know they're gonna get what they're expecting. So this word, joyful, confident expectation, now right now we're seeing that God has that. God is joyfully, confidently expecting. He has a joyful, confident expecting, and it is concerning your call and what you and I are going to accomplish on this earth. And Paul right here, this is what he was saying. First thing he was praying, he was saying, it's awesome you got faith, and it's awesome you got love, but now, whoa, you got to get this. You have got to see what God has got in store for your life. You have got to see this. This thing is so exciting, and God is joyfully, confidently expecting. He is not thinking you're going to miss it. He is joyfully, confidently expecting that you are going to fulfill His plan for your life. And how much more, if we know that He is doing that, there is no need for you to be walking in condemnation. Throw that condemnation off and step into what God has for you and fulfill His call.